If it's not the start of 2022 and the world is really on the brink of World War III, you have Congress coming out and saying, hey, we will hold a hearing on banning members of Congress from trading stocks this week. Zelensky, Ukrainian's president, has invited Elon Musk to Ukraine after the war. And we do have some more breaking news out of the Bank of Russia to limit reporting by banks, showing the dramatic effects of the Russian economy and the sanctions that have taken hold like a vice grip. As we have talked about many times here on this channel, probably sounding like a beaten horse at this current moment in this video if you guys pay attention to these videos, but all of this amounts to hedge funds, institutions, and American banks that are feeling a lot of pain because the Russian stock market as well as Russian debt is virtually at zero. This is causing rippling effects through the entire market. You do also have Bank of Russia to give special approval for debt payments in FX. That stands for foreign exchange, like using another crypto possibly or even another currency to service your ruble debt. The ruble is the currency for Russia. Another headline, Bank of Russia sets new rules for external debt payments. So there's a lot of things going on here in this crazy world in 2022, but most importantly, I want to talk about here in this video how essentially we are seeing so little activity with AMC stock. Even if you look at the AMC creators out there, everybody is getting dramatically less views now than what they did in the past. And why is that happening? Why is that such a bullish thing? And why am I personally excited to be seeing this? Those things are what we are going to cover here in this video, as well as much more that you need to know as an investor in AMC. So let's get into it. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you guys have not already to stay up to date with all of this information that will make you guys a lot of money. As well as that, if you guys want free money, if you like free money just as much as I do, which hopefully that is the case, check out the links down below in the description to get some free stocks with Webull, Moomoo, and Public. With Webull and Moomoo, deposit $100, get 5 free stocks absolutely for free. Worst case scenario, you sell those free stocks, get yourself some more shares of AMC. It's a win-win for everybody involved. As well as that, if you want to come trade with us, link down below in the pinned comment for the trading community. But the first thing that I want to go over here in this video is why I am actually very excited to see the lack of activity around AMC stock. Now, that might sound kind of counterintuitive, but what this is telling you by seeing other people, myself included, getting less views, that's showing you there's less activity around AMC stock, and that is actually bullish. Why is that? Because you get to see the markets really figuring out where the fundamental valuation of AMC should be. So this does solidify to me yet again that we are sitting around that fundamental valuation in between $15 and $30 per share. That's where you could make different arguments like, hey, the fundamental valuation is either 15 or 30. Definitely seeing a lot of support around $15 per share, so we are going to go with that. It's very hard to know what the markets are really thinking is fair value for a stock like AMC when there's a lot of external activity, when there's a lot of FOMO going on every single day. It's very hard to find that price discovery. And believe it or not, it shouldn't be a huge shocker to you, but the stocks that run up the most are stocks that are rarely talked about. And then one day they become popular again. One day people want to buy those stocks again. A great example of that is Mullen Automotives. I got into this stock for multiple different reasonings, but a big one for me at least was because the business was doing fine. Nothing had changed with the business of Mullen Automotives, but one of the biggest reasons was that there was virtually no activity on the bullish side for this stock. You were basically buying it at the bare bottom. I got in at 70 cents per share. The stock went up over 130%. I am in this trade until it hits at least $10 per share. That's where I think it could reasonably hit. Very low market cap, but maybe that is a topic for another video. Let me know if you guys want a specific video on Mullen Automotive. But I got into this video, or into this trade, into this stock, when the short interest was at 2%. I was in this before anybody else made a video about this. There was no videos on YouTube about this stock, but that's a big reason why I got into it. And that's what is going to happen with AMC. That's what happened with AMC the first time, and what happened with GameStop the first time. Virtually nobody was talking about these two stocks until one day they started to rally and it started to catch traction. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, and I know some of you guys are, is the momentum, are the buyers ever going to come back into this stock? And that is a very simple answer. And I know you guys have heard this expression before. Legends never die. Same thing for the stock market. A stock like AMC that in the year of 2021 got more Google searches than the words stimulus check is not going down forever. You have a business behind this stock. So your worst case scenario, in my opinion, is about right now, where we are sitting at about $16.50 per share. You have that free market that is really figuring out the fundamental valuation, which is confirmed at these prices. So one thing, you have already lost, in my opinion, as much as you are going to lose. So by all means, if you want to be the guy to sell out at the bottom, go ahead and do that. I'm not your cheerleader here. I don't care. It actually makes me more bullish the more people that sell, because everybody knows about AMC. Like I just said, it was searched more than stimulus check, and anybody that sold out of the stock, or somebody that was just waiting to trade the stock on a potential Moass or short squeeze like event, is going to jump back in. The same people that are fear mongers down in the comment section are the same people that are going to buy back into the stock. I like to be the guy that buys when nobody is paying attention. Hold that equity, hold that stock until people finally do pay attention again and finally do appreciate the stock again. And that goes for short sellers as well. As the attention dies down, the trade becomes less risky, and they continue to hold on to their short positions, hoping the stock will go even lower. And that's what we're seeing right now. This is an egotistical battle, but the hedge funds, institutions, they know exactly what is going on. They have more information than us. They will not cover until they are forced to cover. By forced to cover, that doesn't mean margin calls. That means forced liquidations. That means the hedge funds got a margin call and they don't have enough money to service that margin call, so they get forcefully liquidated on their positions. Now, this is not to say AMC is dead by any stretch of the imagination. This is actually to say the opposite. AMC is more alive, and there's more opportunity in this trade today than there has been since we rallied both times. We rallied in January as well as in June. This is the next best time to buy AMC stock, and I think that will prove itself. Hold me to this, mark my words, but this is a great time to buy AMC stock. And I am very bullish by what I see, especially when you look at other creators here on YouTube that are getting very low views relative to what they did get. I mean, some of Trey's videos, 18K views in 11 hours. That's showing not a lot of people are paying attention to AMC. They're off doing other things, but eventually, in the near-term future, in my personal opinion, they will come back. They will come back. Mark my words on that. And they will come back with a vengeance. People, they don't care when a stock is going up that, hey, they could have bought it at 16, now it's at 30. They want to get back in because it's the FOMO, it's the fear of missing out. So I really wanted to go over that for you guys and let you know where my mind state is, because this is something I've thought about for a while now, and I didn't know if I wanted to make this video because I don't want it to come off like AMC's not going to rally soon, which if you're in this trade, you probably don't care how long it takes anyways. You're probably an options trader as well. You probably trade penny stocks. You do other things as well, which you probably should. That's what I personally do. I have a long list of stocks that I own in my portfolio, but AMC is one of one, and it will come back with vengeance. Long story short. And like I said, on that note, with options trading as well as penny stocks or anything else, come trade with us. Come join the trading community. Give it a month. See if you guys hit a winning trade in, ever since we've had that community. One trade will pay for that cost for a year. So check that out if you guys want to be a part of it. Not financial advice. Anyways, let's get into some of this other information. Something else I did want to point out is this. The Batman ticket sales will cost more than other movies at AMC theaters. So they are starting to do the variable pricing. And it says right here, Aaron didn't reveal how much the increase would be at an AMC theater in Charlotte, North Carolina. Prices for the Batman on Friday at 7 p.m. are currently set at $14, while tickets to another movie, Dog, to be exact, at the same time are $13. Aaron included the ticket prices as an example of one of the company's initiatives. Variable pricing, which is a strategy that involves setting different prices for products depending on supply and demand. This is something that they already do in Europe. So this is not a new concept. It's not going to deter people from going to the movies. It's going to make AMC acquire more dollars, which is going to turn into more profits and more potential for something like a dividend, which I think is coming sometime in the year of 2022. They're going to do a special dividend. They're going to reward shareholders sometime in the year 2022 because they will be able to. They will have enough profits to do that. And I will also be the first one to tell you guys that. And that could cause a lot of effects for AMC stock. And I think that's really a concept for another video. So subscribe to the channel so you see that video when it is posted. Now, finally, as far as this Russia situation is concerned, I kind of joke about World War III, but I kind of don't at the same time. It's not looking like a very good situation right now. But regardless of that, the Russian economy is in the hole. They are tanking. Stock market down 90%. Since this invasion happened. The ruble up over 45%. You're seeing even the banks coming out and taking very dramatic steps. Like I said, Bank of Russia to limit reporting by banks. So they're saying, hey, we don't even care how much debt you have. We don't even care if you are underwater, which they all are at this point. They're saying, hey, just give out loans. Just keep the economy going. We'll deal with the debt crisis once it is too much to bear. And then, hey, we'll just say, fuck it, and get rid of all the debt. That's what they're going to do. But unfortunately, it doesn't work like that. Unfortunately, it does not. Because markets compete and capital does compete. That's why you're going to see the rich people in Russia start to buy alternative assets, and that is also going to hurt the Russian economy even more. And on that note, we did get talks on Friday about possibly sanctioning oil. Not quite sure if that has actually happened yet. I have not seen any news about that. So as far as right now, oil is not sanctioned, but the Iran nuclear deal did fall through, which was going to roughly double the amount of oil that Iran was going to be able to supply on the open markets, and that would drop the price of oil. That would bring down CPI. That would do a lot of good things for consumers at the pumps. Now, if you're somebody like me and you have trades in BP, Dominion Energy, Duke Energy, a lot of other energy stocks, this is a very bullish thing here in the short term. And if we do get oil being sanctioned either today or by Monday, which is very, very likely at this current moment, I think there's a lot of support to do that, you're going to see oil going crazy. And that's why I want to go over this trade yet again for you guys. This BP trade, this is not financial advice. This trade will probably go to zero. So keep that in mind if you are thinking about copying my trade. But I have BP $35 calls, 15 of them at 20 cents a piece. I bought them at 18, so I'm up about 9%. Now, if we take a look at the technical analysis, as well as the fundamental catalyst for oil to go up, which I think it will on Monday, but you can see that BP is in this ascending wedge ever since this crash of 2020. They hit that low at 1474. They are in this very clear ascending wedge. They also did hit and bounce off of their 200-day moving average at $27.48 per share. Bounced right off of that, came back up. So I think the technicals look really good right now, especially if you do get a big boost in oil next week to see this trade possibly print some big tendies, and that's what we like to do, is print mad tendies. So that's basically a general update of what you guys need to know here in this video. Kind of sporadic, a lot of different things we covered here in this video. If you guys like these kind of videos where we just go over a lot of different topics, this video is probably kind of long. I've been ranting for a while now. Hit the like button. Let me know you guys like these videos. Subscribe to the channel. That's also another good way of letting me know that you like these videos. Comment down below. Get yourself those free stocks in the description, as well as join the trading community. Link down below in the pinned comment. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one.